today. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ready?
Right back to him on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage is tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy.
We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Slot man moves right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Play action, now Purdy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
And complete to Drake London.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
First catch here for London, and also a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
In motion right, one of the tight ends.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Purdy.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So Well, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached intermittent
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. Skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring... What looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The throwing here, Purdy.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time. Is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Version of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that pickup of a 1st down.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Purdy off the play fake.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
It got his man complete, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the 49ers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And that makes this a two-score. Ball game, and you know the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to... get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete to Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll drop to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Robinson.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk. Over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film back...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Moody good with the extra point,
and the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Pass complete to Robinson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here comes second down. That's caught by Pitts.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw again. Now Davis fumbles it, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll look to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Garrett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And